Hi guys and welcome to Zoned, it's Z here. Today we're bringing you the first episode in our new series, Q and Play, where we ask streamers and YouTubers questions sent in by you, the fans, while we play the game they're most well known for. So please enjoy episode 1 of Q and Play, starring DotoDoya. So our first question is from Hakai Haiku, who says, who are you going to run with Roshi?
Well, probably all sorts of teams, but usually the first video is Krillin and Yamcha, just to keep it like as simple as possible. The strategy with those DLC videos is always to, you know, it's definitely a 3v3 fighting game, but the first video should always be like really DLC character exclusive focus. So Beam Assist and Yamcha Assist really make that possible for most characters. Yeah. Especially in that early stage. Oh, happy birthday.
Right, well, while I die, Bottom of the Ninth would like to know, who is your dream pick for the last 2 DLC slots?
I mean, Raditz, obviously. I would love to see Raditz in the game. I've said that a lot, but, you know, I feel like there's some other hype characters that could definitely come out. Yeah. Yeah, I guess if I'm going Dream, I have to just be honest and say probably Raditz and Zarbon.
And Zarbon.
There's not too many characters left that I would say are dream-like characters for me. I like a lot of whack characters.
Fair enough.
So yeah, probably Raditz and Zarbon.
Fair enough. So next up, we got a question from Mystic Wolf 10. Which Goku would you get rid of if you had to pick one?
If I had to pick one, maybe does Goku Black count?
Well, I mean, he's called Goku. We'll include it.
We'll say Goku Black, but just in case that wasn't a part of that guy's original answer, I'll say damn, I don't want to say Super Saiyan Goku, but it might be Super Saiyan Goku.
To be fair, I would definitely choose Super Saiyan Goku, just because he's the most vanilla. He's like nothing against the guy, but
he is. But he was on my main team for so long until they took his legs away. So yeah, I hate to do it to him, but maybe Super Saiyan Goku.
Fair enough.
Just because the others are more unique and to be honest, Goku Black is I said Goku Black mainly because he's kind of disappointing, but if they ever did something like gave him I don't know, a more interesting instant transmission, he could probably stay as well.
Awesome. Well, next up we've got Triel20. I'm probably mispronouncing that. Wants to know, what's a character you hope they don't add?
DotoDoya, easy.
Oh, really? So
I think, yeah, a lot of people don't get that, but I like Zarbon. DotoDoya was so whack to me for some reason.
Really?
Obviously, there's other smaller characters you could probably bring up, but DotoDoya to me strikes me as a character that they could technically include if they really wanted to, but I would just be like, why?
Ooh, that
why did that? Also, that was a nice 2H.
Thank you.
But yeah, I don't know why they would include DotoDoya. So that would probably depress me more than anything.
More than Ribrianne?
Yeah, because at least Ribrianne is like another girl for the rock. That was so sick with what I did there. She would be another girl, and she's pretty unique in terms of moveset. So I wouldn't be like
mad
psyched that she's in the game, but I don't know. After a while, it would kind of be like, you know, she's an interesting addition.
Fair enough. So next up, Kurta Kid would like to know, what did you do before YouTube?
I guess like in what way? Because I actually was working a job at a KFC.
Really?
In terms of employment, I guess. Yeah. But I was also attending college, so I guess that's about
fair enough. So
everything I was doing, to be honest.
Ooh, the Wolfang Fist got me.
Oh, missed it.
So next up.
So yeah, I guess that would all be everything I was doing.
Oh, fair enough. Next up, we've got a question from Roberto Roddy Ort. He wants to know, are you going to do a face reveal?
So a funny thing about that is I've already showed my face.
Really?
A lot of people ask. I mean, I definitely don't show it a lot. But the reason... Oh, I got hit by one of those. The reason I don't show it a lot is just because, it's just, I'm very bad at... Like, a lot of people tell me, like, oh, you're...
lucky.
That was sick. A lot of people tell me, like, oh, your voice is, like, so exciting and stuff like that. But, truth be told, I just, the way I vocalize is just through my voice. My face stays pretty still. Like, it's a pretty boring face cam. I have tried it, trying to, like, it's something you can definitely practice.
Yeah.
But I'm not very good at it. So I would love to do that. And also, there is, like, the fear aspect. Because a lot of people, when they tell me how they think I look, it's just very incorrect. it's usually pretty incorrect.
Well, I can't help but picture Nappa now, so...
I wish. Hey, if I looked like Nappa, I would have the widest face cam you have ever seen. It would be stretched across the bottom of the screen to show my entire shoulders.
Fair enough. Yeah, sorry about that. I didn't have replay set to on. So, right, next question would be... Red Thrall would like to know what feature, mechanic, or character from another fighting game would you like them to add to Dragon Ball FighterZ?
Character's a weird inclusion.
I know, right?
Yeah, just get Ryu from Third Strike, specifically his Third Strike sprite. I don't know. Actually, that's kind of an interesting question. I'm just gonna go with mechanic because I feel like character's a little cheap. But yeah, if we're talking character, I guess Ryu from Third Strike. But maybe like a parry.
A parry.
that would be really dumb. That would make fighters really whack. But it would be hype. So
it would.
You know, I'm not against it. Yeah, I guess that's my answer. I can't think of anything else, but that's interesting. I'll get back to you on that.
Fair enough. Ultimate 33 would like to know, who do you think is the most hated character and why?
I feel like I have some grounds to stand on this because I see a lot of people's opinions on stuff like this. But probably Broly. I think Broly's probably the most hated.
What, Z Broly?
Yeah, Z Broly specifically.
Yeah, probably.
And Vegito's also up there. Both of those, Vegito and Z Broly.
I see UI Goku get a lot of hate. I know this because I main him, so I have to deal with a lot of hate for that character.
Yeah, I wouldn't say any of those are my particular most hated, but in general, I would say I've seen the most hate for them specifically.
Fair enough. Let's have a look. So Araya SML would like to know, how many hours a week do you play fighters, and do you consider streaming a job?
I consider, well, are we talking like, I would say I consider YouTube a job and streaming on Twitch like a hobby.
Fair enough, yeah.
But I think people would be surprised with the amount of hours I play on fighters, because I think it might be less than some people think. Not because I don't like the game, but just because I think I spend a lot more time editing.
Than actually playing. Makes sense.
So maybe, I don't know, because it probably is a decent amount. Like, I'm trying to consider what normal people would put into fighters, but yeah, not too much. I don't think I have over 1,000 hours on PS4 yet.
Really?
I play this mode. Yeah, I played on this system mainly. So
yeah, I've got at least double that last time I checked.
Yeah, I would say a decent bit, but not as much as you would maybe
expect.
Think. Yeah.
Fair enough. Supedo Spade would like to know when our regular PC spa sessions with the fans coming, if at all.
He did add regular. I don't know.
Yeah, he did add regular because he put it in brackets and everything. I think it's just a case of he must have missed like the last time you did it or something, so he's wondering if there'll ever be like a scheduled thing, or is it just random?
I would definitely say it's probably going to continue to be random just because PS4 is so much easier.
Yeah.
But I'm not necessarily against it. So regular, I don't know, but the next time, maybe soonish, because I do use the PC version a lot. That rock destroyed me.
Lego Bloz would like to know how many times do you think you've dropped your combos?
Probably quite a fair bit, to be honest. Maybe somewhere in the thousands. Probably I have more drops than I have hours on the game on PS4. So I'm comfortable saying that.
That's the one thing they don't. Oh, the one thing they don't have.
They don't count that, believe it or not, in the system.
So next up we've got Thespian Bookworm would like to know, what do you like to do outside of fighters? That's a bit of a broad question.
Man, to be honest, that's the thing, right? To be honest, I don't do a ton out of fighters. I edit fighters, I record fighters, I watch fighters sometimes. But outside of it, I guess this always sounds depressing when I answer it like this, but I like to tell people I like doing nothing. Like, I just like
just chilling.
I like just chilling, watching videos. Just like the freedom to do absolutely nothing is pretty sick.
Fair enough. I can definitely relate to that. We've got one other question from Blue Him. He'd like to know, what are your thoughts on tiers and underrepresented characters?
I would say, I don't know what he meant by tiers, like
probably like the state of the season in terms of like balance.
I would say it's a pretty good season in terms of balance now. I think tiers more than anything are like, what are people using, you know, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
More so than what's good. I mean, there's definitely like Videl and maybe Gogeta are like, okay, well they're, you know, they're in a rougher spot than most, but nothing too bad. So I think that's all in a great spot. And underrepresented characters.
See, I don't even know. Right? I don't know who that would be in season 3.
Yeah, I think there's definitely characters like Krillin is one I would describe as underrepresented until recently, just recently. Because he kind of got a big blow up in terms of popularity.
Yeah.
For good reason. I would have said before that Krillin, because Krillin is legitimately snapped in this game. Like, he's really good.
Yeah, he really is. Yeah.
And I've been trying to tell people, like, Krillin is not as, like, especially in season 3, he's really good. But I'm just gonna. Oh, I didn't get the level 3. Nobody paid attention to Krillin, but underrepresented other than that. This is a fun question to think about, because the most right I've ever been in fighters is when I kept saying, I don't know, guy, I really think base Vegeta's pretty good. But I just kept listening to people. I was like, I don't know, if you guys say he's bad, I guess he's bad, but I still think he's pretty good. I wish I would have stuck to my guns on that one, but I don't know. It's easy to say. I'll just say the easy one, probably Majin Buu, because he's so challenging and pretty good. So I'll go Majin Buu on that 8-minute answer.
Fair enough. And the last question I've got is from Big Boy Nuggies, who wants to know, why are you built like Nappa in real life?
We probably should have brought that one up before the other reference.
Oh yeah, good point actually.
Yeah, I guess we talked about that. We talked about that specific question. I'm not built like Nappa, but my answer is, if I was, I'd be very happy with that.
Yeah, who wouldn't be, to be honest? That glorious mustache. Wow.
I feel like everybody would be happy to do that.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm glad I got one at the end there. It would have been a shame to lose my square.
Nah, I feel like I was doing really good up until like I ran out of questions to ask you, and then when you didn't have to think of any more questions, that's when it all came apart. Well, DotoDoya, thank you very much for doing this. Thank you for being here. We really appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you for having me out.
Well guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please let us know in the comments what streamers or YouTubers you would like us to try and do for future episodes of Q and Play, and we'll do our best to make it happen. I've been Z, and you've been watching Zoned Live.